So as someone that bought this building, what are you gonna do with all this?
All right, now this is like the hidden door. Ready?
The hidden door bathroom.
I get super jazzed because there is space that needs to be activated that could lead to someone turning it into new business in a space that has been known as one thing for so long, a bank. So today we're gonna go to La Crosse and meet with a freelance videographer, and some of the things we need to talk to him about is, one, what our market update is, kind of describing our process, seeing if he'd be interested in helping us produce some of these in La Crosse, and then two, I would say more of the vlogging / documentary style content that we then could turn into a longer form story. That brings me to what are we doing in La Crosse, and a business partner and I that own some real estate, we went on this new journey to acquire a property that is completely vacant, and we have to imagine what new businesses could go into it. It once was a bank, and it has your typical big teller line, president's office with a bathroom in the president's office, surrounding the entire perimeter with offices, some with bathrooms, some with not, just with a little window. It's like 14,000 square feet on the main floor, and then 7,000 square feet of office space upstairs that they used to rent out to different organizations. And then the downstairs, it's like where the safes were and where they would count money, and there's like an internal tube that you'd shoot the money up to the main floor. And so it was a big deal when it was a bank. We found some old deposit slips, and you know, they date back to like the 60s of when money was coming through this bank, and it's just,
That's cool.
it's old. It's an old school bank, but it still has like somewhat of a, I don't know if you'd put it like 1990s era feel. So it's not as historic as I wish it was. Like it's not your like cool looking bank.
It was probably cool looking back when it was built.
Yeah, probably. I mean, it's stone on the outside, and then it's inside is drop ceiling with carpet and a little bit of woodwork, but not a ton of cool character, I would say. It's more of just a wide open canvas, and you have to determine what to turn it into. So as part of this, we're thinking RGI, well, kind of what I know how to do as far as building a brokerage, and that's leaning into marketing, leading into storytelling, the market updates to help make a market known that we exist. Hello. It is basically downtown. I mean, it's right over here. So I would say it's just on the edge of downtown. It's right next to the People's Food Co-op. One of the positives of it is there's parking across the street. It has parking. It's walkable to downtown. So we're just coming across the bridge here, and it'll only be a couple blocks away. You know, coming into town now, making this drive a few times, a strip mall could be built right here. So it gets my mind going just of all different types of opportunities that exist in this market. This building we're going to take a right here. Here's the park I talked about. This actually, I was told, was built for the farmer's market. Now they're not doing the farmer's market here this year. In the future they may bring it back, but you can see where you put your little stands right underneath the awning, and it has all the electrical. There's the People's Food Co-op right there, and then this is the building, the old bank.
Downtown La Crosse is a university town. It's on the Mississippi River. Just a really town full of energy for different reasons.
I'm just gonna chat with these guys if you just want to hang out here real quick. All right, before we go meet with this freelancer, I want to give you a quick roundabout, and then we'll actually go inside hopefully with him too. So this, where we're sitting, is the drive-through of the once Wells Fargo. We're gonna make this seating for a restaurant. This will be a Hollandberry Pannekuchen from Rochester. Kitchen will be over there where the employees used to work.
Are you gonna do like the Taco Bell Defy thing where the food just comes on one of those tubes?
No drive-through, it'll all be sit down. It includes this entire parking lot, and then it also includes this little shed right here, so we'll have plenty of room for storage. And then, like we mentioned, that's the co-op. This is part of the parking lot, and then that's the big building we have to solve for of what to do with it. Big vacant bank. As you can see, there's an upstairs main floor, and then there's a full basement down below as well. But location-wise, just blocks away from downtown. You got the church across the street.
Am I allowed to photograph your
Do
picture?
your thing, man. Yeah.
I will after.
Yeah, yeah, and I'm gonna be down here again in 2 days, and then I plan on doing like a week on, week off. Just, you know, I'll probably set up a desk somewhere and just start working. You know,
Wow.
start to figure it out. So outside offices all around. Some of the offices have bathrooms, which is
Right.
like your classic old school
Yep.
office.
Yeah. So the Rivoli building has the one where my studio is.
Yeah.
Was recently renovated, and there was like sinks in all of the rooms. There was like old school like sinks in the corners and plumbing and stuff.
This was where you walked in with the secretary, and then all right, now this is like the hidden door. Ready?
Oh!
This is the bathroom.
The hidden door bathroom.
What the?
Executive.
It doesn't even have a doorknob on the outside. You just like
No way. So that's just a closet. Nice.
talk about step back in time.
Yeah. So this was the secretary to the president. So cool.
Isn't that kind of cool?
What's this? The president's meeting room
Yeah, probably that was a conference room.
for special president meetings. Okay, Bucky, so tell me, what is this going to be while we're waiting to see?
I think this will be where I'll post up as my desk. It'll be big enough.
This is
desk.
hilarious.
You don't want to have to buy a desk, so this already has it built in, so we're good. I just need a monitor.
You could have like 16 monitors.
Doors. All right, I don't need an 8-foot door. I need a 12-foot door.
I better not push that. Bucky's gonna have to spend time in this building alone.
Only one in this building is going to be public.
This could be a recording studio.
So we're right below where we came in.
What are those, quiet rooms?
Yeah, that's where you went and counted your money.
Oh yeah, someone could see your private business.
So when you were saying tarot card reading, this is right where my mind was. Like, I don't even want to know what would come out of this room. Like, a lot of people that have had stuff in this room.
Right? So as someone that bought this building, what are you even gonna do with all this?
That's a good question. You have to leave it up to the market to help you determine what to do with it, meaning somebody has a better idea than I do. I just have to help curate what that idea is into reality.
This is a vibe. This carpet too, and this wallpaper.
Yeah. Down the tunnel.
I like the idea of doing a skate park. Come down,
Yep.
skateboard down. You go up this way.
No way.
So the idea is to turn that into seating.
That's where we were this morning.
And then this will all be the kitchen, this direction.
There wasn't the computer. So this is more for like your day-to-day banking you do now, whereas that other building was like all the other things.
Meet with the loan officer.
Yeah.
What else were they doing? They probably had financial advisors. I mean, Norwest probably had everything in-house.
Mm-hmm.
And then slowly but surely as time went on, it's just less people coming into the bank. Check out this camera. And even this vibe here with the lights inside, like I like this room a lot.
Y'all have like a set restaurant, or you're gonna sell it to a restaurant?
No, set restaurant. I'm trying not to get it to turn. So that's the drive-through, and that's the kitchen.
Cool.
Breakfast, lunch. They do dinner as well, but they're known for breakfast and lunch.
So this is like a reference, or this is an actual mock-up of what you're gonna do?
Actual mock-up. But we're still, the guy that's my partner that owns these restaurants, he's coming up with the concept of like, what do you paint the walls, and just playing around with different designs.
Yeah.
And it just has a cool, it's where the machine shed, if you've ever seen that, it's an arcade. And then this.
That needs art.
I think it was awesome to find somebody that knows the community so well, that has a creative lens to what is possible in a La Crosse, and just hearing his perspective of what to do with a building like the one we need to figure out how to activate. So I absolutely loved when he got excited sharing about some of his visions of what this building could become. I liked hearing his ideas of how to involve the community of creatives in different aspects, whether that be from a mural to the activation of space to a burrito breakfast place. You know, he has his lens, and it's so cool hearing that, to then try to understand what we could do with a building such as this. So there's magic to be had in just involving those from the community, those outside of the community, in this process of the ideation. And the one thing he said when we were in the building is, when you can find a person with passion that then can turn that passion into some type of profitable venture, like, that's really cool. And like the other P that I brought up to it was purpose. And so it's like passion, purpose can lead to profit. Profit doesn't necessarily have to be, I'm gonna make $1 million. It can be, I'm gonna make a living for what fits my lifestyle, right? And like, that's, I guess I get super jazzed because there is space that needs to be activated that could lead to someone turning it into something that leads to them having a new business in a space that has been known as one thing for so long, a bank, but it could have many other lives. So super cool. I really enjoyed it, and we'll see what's next.